Thank you so much, Bongi. Of course, the countdown has started there to President Cyril Ramaphosa's, first State of the Nation address under the GNU government. Of course, we are bringing you rolling, reactions here outside the City Hall. And we're joined now by Herron, who's the Secretary General of the Good Party. Of course, they are also in the government of national unity. Mr. Herron, thank you so much for joining us on SABC News. Do you expect the State of the Nation address to actually, inspire South Africans to gain South Africans' confidence time and time again when engaging people? People have been saying that, listen, we've given up hope. We hear every year in February the president comes and commits, but you don't see these tangible results.
Well, I'm expecting the president to deliver a message of hope and to build on the sentiment that is the positive domestic sentiment around a government of national unity, and even the international sentiment that seems to be favorable to this government of national unity. So the president has the ideal opportunity to take that sentiment and build on it, and to give South Africans hope that the government of national unity will deliver on the commitments that it made when the 10 parties who agreed to form the government of national unity signed the statement of intent.
Let's talk about the GNU and delve more into it. I mean, you have these public spats, public disagreements amongst GNU partners. For an ordinary person who wants these acts to be implemented, or just wants, service delivery, basic service delivery, what does that say to that person? What image, what is the perception around that if GNU partners can just publicly disagree? And as some say, they don't even come, they don't even see eye to eye on certain things. You've got the Expropriation Act. Some within the GNU are lobbying other political parties to test the constitutionality of it. There are disagreements over the Bella Act, the NHI itself.
I think the message to South Africans is that the GNU is made up of 10 political parties who are trying to work together for the implementation of a common objective, which is to turn South Africa around and create jobs and grow our economy. And there are obviously ideological differences between the parties, and so a coalition is like a marriage. It's not going to be without its conflict and different points of view. But as long as South Africans are reassured that the parties will, despite their differences, work together towards the agreement that we all signed in June 2024 to work together, form a government of national unity, and implement this list of priorities. And if we were to implement those priorities, despite all the bickering, we'll have a completely different country in 5 years' time.
Of course, you see those tweets by the US, President Mr. Donald Trump, the billionaire Elon Musk around the Expropriation Act. Do you think that there are those who are deliberately, using the United States government to bully our government against implementing the Expropriation Act? I
do think so. I think that the decision, or the thought maybe, because it seems like the President of the United States has a thought and then he says it, but the idea that he wants to punish South Africa for something that is not actually true is the result of a massive disinformation campaign that was born in South Africa, driven by South African organizations like AfriForum, and by political parties who are in the GNU who dishonestly portrayed what the Expropriation Act is about.
Mr. Herron, thank you so much. I will catch up with you afterwards. Of course, that was the views there of the Good Party, Mr. Herron, who's the Secretary General.